start with F. We're not never gonna. Oh, we're actually live already. Hello, Romina and Double Dragon 8. How
We're
are
live?
you? Yeah, we're live.
Why are we live?
Well, are we?
We're live already?
Wait.
Oh, hang on. I've got to put back on. I've got to install back the British accent.
Remove your French accent immediately. So I haven't been able to log on the game at all today. How about that? So I might.
Neither have I. Well, I want to say busy, but mainly it was hiding in the cellar because it was too hot today.
Yeah, I'm also too hot today. Wearing nothing. No, just kidding. Hello, Frot. How you doing?
I'm not sure you can say that on the internet, especially YouTube, but you know, it's over. Hello, Frog, and hello. One day I'll pronounce this correctly. Juliano.
So, just Giuliano.
Giuliano? Is it Giuliano or is it Juliano? Like, what alphabet are we going for here? Because it's in the Latin script, but is it like a shu with the X? Or is it a hu? Like,
I don't know.
what sort of hemisphere do we go for? Or is it just ex-Juliano?
Hello, David.
Hello, David. Oh, yeah, we know how to say that one.
Ooh.
Oh, we're doing very well. I think we're basically melting. It was 41 degrees today.
Yeah, it was really hot. Little bit less in the Netherlands, but in the Netherlands is always rainy, cold, and annoying weather. So we're not used to this heat at all.
Sounds like Britain.
True. We're cursed with our countries.
Oh, I much prefer the cold and the rain. I melt anything above sort of 26 or so. Right, just be careful when you're doing your dailies, because I just went straight through my dailies without really looking properly and clicking on the VIP chests and the VIP shop, and I just bought a materials chest of all the inane, stupid things to do.
They're
not cheap either.
That will never happen for me.
They're not cheap either. They're like 1,800 diamonds each, and I just fucking pissed it up the wall. Oh dear, we've already done a swear word. Well,
you did.
At least we had the last stream. We didn't swear last stream, so we need to make up for it.
Yeah, true. We'll swear all day. No, I was just the Riverlands Bandits. I've been buying a lot of medals for the Riverlands Bandits because I kind of want to reach the hospital capacity actually, and increase health for all allied troops. So the stats on the Riverlands Bandits, being bowmen, are actually absolutely not bowman related, except the first one. So it's really interesting to actually buy these as well. And if you do well on the elite trials, you will really be able to get a lot of these medals and even get them to per gold eventually.
Well, I mean, elite trials have been popping up it seems to me like it used to be once a month, and now it's every other week. You've got an elite trial from every week coming up.
Yeah. More and more and more and more. And more. And more.
And more? You think about that?
Shall we once more try, for the love of Christ, an Expedition Beyond on Master? Because I've been just out of filling on Expert the last 2 weeks.
Okay, bloody. Let's try and work this out. I think sort of the standard formation for most people, at least to start with, you start off with your bows, 4 bows, and then one of your weaker heroes, like a purple or a blue, in the front. And you try and work your way out from there. You use your bows to take care of the low levels. Then when you get to the higher levels, you still have your heroes intact.
That is true. I have a talent tree designed specifically for Expedition Beyond. And yes, I'm using the bowman attack. Something never done in the history of Godwick.
Hey, if you have any bonuses, you take it. And welcome, Lord Command.
But I will only use these the first battles. And after that I might switch them. So let's do this, because I'm still due to actually completing it on Master one day in my life.
Okay, so apparently the XH sound is a G.
It's just a G. Okay.
Because that makes sense. Yeah, Giuliano.
I had
Yeah.
a colleague, and he's actually a singer in the Netherlands, in the past, who was actually called Giuliano, just like that, with the G. So I
We're
should...
glad you make it Lord Command. Okay, so for on the Expedition Beyond, you want to start off, as we can see here, we've got 4 golden bowmen, and then you put your weak front line just to absorb the impact.
So that is the first one, easiest one, and I only lost the blue commander. The rest is all still full intact. And you
Right.
actually, you do the shooting gallery method because you don't want to use any gold commanders on the first battles. That's the sole reason.
Yeah, the best thing here, do you have a cavalry commander maybe for the front line?
I see 2 infantry, 2 yeah, definitely. I'm gonna do a purple one, Liana. She should probably lose 60k or something. Oh, ho, 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 ho. This is already going really bad. Okay, she was just totally absorbed. It's a lot stronger than the previous one. That's for sure.
Oh, well, on this one you cavalry, don't you? Do you have maybe a full cavalry? Do you think that could survive 100,000 cavalry?
Yeah, or this. I sometimes do this. It works. Yeah, well, you have more than gold in a combined health, but you have a little bit less damage output. So I'm gonna try it to see how the... Look, this is going absolutely perfect. Didn't come to my...
Marvelous.
Now I have some residue. I might be able to burn them later.
Oh, I'm definitely infantry in front line here.
Yeah, I'm gonna use this one actually. A purple and a blue one, so it's another step up from the previous one where I used 2 blue ones, and I should be absolutely fine here.
Yeah, but you're still keeping your gold intact for the big pushes.
Hello,
Well done
Righteous.
there, marvellous.
Okay,
It
so
looks
far...
like the whole gang's coming together.
Yay, finally. Okay, I'm gonna look for some calves. I don't have much calves anymore, so I'm thinking I actually have to sacrifice some of these. And what I'm gonna try is I'm gonna use 1 gold cavalry, and I'm gonna try to burn the other cavalries, which leaves me with a lot of small. It's maybe too little. Maybe too little. My rating is also lower than him, so it's actually not good. When your rating is lower, you actually know you're wrong. Because I had 170 and he had 200, but I counter him, so I was like, yeah, I might make it. So let's just do it. Let's do it! I was actually going perfectly here. With lower rating. So you see, I win with lower rating, so that is... My stats, of course, are much better. Yes.
And here,
Finally.
spearman front by the looks of it.
Finally, Spearman.
So you're going to have to get rid of these cavalry. The bows are still intact at the back.
This is not enough.
No, definitely not. Not with 3 greys. You don't have the output there. Maybe 1 grey, Miranda, and a gold, maybe?
I have too much greys and blues to actually waste a gold
Maybe
already.
3 blues. You think 3 blues could cut it there?
Yeah, they would easily make it. First of all, they would make it anyway, because that cavalry is not going to do much. But then I still have my 3 greys, which I'm not using at all. I kind of feel like 2 blues and a grey, which should work.
The thing is, more of your damage is now going to the front line, so should you change your talent setup now? Because you had it set up for bow damage.
That is true. We shall move. For another... Yeah, I still have all my bows, that's the problem. I'm going to use them regardless.
Well, maybe you should put all the bows and then use a couple of greys in the front line. Just kill your bows off but weaken the enemy.
I'm not sure what I'm clicking on. Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna use 2 blues and the rest bow. For now.
And if you take damage on your bows, you don't particularly want them to survive for that much longer, so be okay.
This actually went pretty good. Because I don't have
Yeah,
much...
lots of bow damage.
Yeah, I don't have much. I don't have much spear, so I'm always really cautious what to burn away with my... So let's just throw some bows on this one. This doesn't matter at all. Okay, we're on stage
Maybe put
7.
a grey hero.
Yeah, I'm too late now.
I was thinking if you were just against bows, you could have put a grey hero there, and that could have been a good way to use the grey.
Yeah, at this point, I could burn these 2 gold
Full
commanders
bow with just cavalry.
with 1 cavalry.
Yeah, they're already damaged. Yeah.
Okay, let's...
Well,
This
yeah,
is
the
gonna be
damaged
a
cavalry
loss.
and then full bow.
Oh, that's a big loss. Okay, let's burn the rest of the bows then. Is that smart?
Well, you want to change out talents from bows, so the bows aren't really doing much for you now. You want to specialize. So if you get rid of the rest of your bows, maybe with using grey front lines, even if they don't last long, at least then they're slowing down the enemy, if something, or the weakened ones.
Holy shit, this is going bad. I'm losing way too much troops on nothing. Okay, they pretty much run out of infantry there. Yeah, this is not good. I'm gonna switch talents first of all. This was a mistake anyway, no matter what happened there. I mean, I did not get any result out of that. Load command. That's gonna be another 2 weeks banned. Okay, let's throw in some infantry frontline here. No, that's stupid. Well, I could. There's just a horse and thing, but I'm not gonna. Let's. I think I have to use a spear. That's gonna be the front line. No. I'm gonna take out all my spears here. And I'm gonna use a double infantry front line. How's that?
That might work. The question is, will the infantry hold? I mean, yeah, they only have 1 cavalry enemy, so it should be okay.
I forgot that I was a spearman main. It's gonna do a tons of damage. I'm actually thinking about the bow thing works just to rush it, but I have never put any effort or focus in my bows. So my bows are, even when I take all the talents, are gonna be ridiculously weak. Okay, this is
you
not
don't have any equipment, you don't have anything else.
okay.
That's the problem. It's the problem that you find quite often when people say, "Why isn't wall defense or why isn't bows useful?"
Yeah, once you're going, you can't go back. So shall I do it this? I will absorb as much more damage as I can on Arya, while shredding as much of their cavalry as possible. The only problem is, I don't know what his front line is. So what I could do is take this girl. Go check it out there. What is his front line? You didn't think about that, did you? I have no idea what his front line is, even with the report.
Well, what troop does the first damage? Can you see?
Cavalry. Yeah, but the cavalry might run past the spearmen.
It doesn't work like that, does it? Cavalry first formation.
Huh.
You could watch the battle, I suppose, but yeah, I think it's cavalry first, so spearmen in front.
You're right. I'm gonna watch the battle. Why would we rush this? This is important to everyone. Watch the battle. Watch the battle, he said. We shall see, which is any time now, game. Jeez. Sonara. This is the time you can shine. Where are the archers coming from? Yeah, that's pretty sure that's in the cavalry front. Lord Command still trying to appeal to the mods of our server. Oh, just close the entire expedition beyond.
Question is, do we just do full spear then, if it's cav front? Do you even bother with the rest? You just go full?
I still have a lot of infantry, so I kind of want to absorb as much more damage, so I don't lose the damage output of my spearmen. Because if I use all my spearmen, I'm going to get a lot of wounded as well. So my spearmen is going to be weaker for the next fight.
So if it's cav first, would it better to sacrifice 1 whole infantry or put 2 in the front and then take 2 attacks? Like, do you think they'll break through 1 infantry too quickly if they're going cav front?
Yeah, they're going to break faster through my cavalry. so I can't use them as front line. Yeah, then I would actually give up Julien, because he's the only not gold commander, and then I would go 2 frontline infantry.
I mean, their second row is spearmen, so going 2 infantry, 3 spear probably works.
Flawless. It works flawless. You have to imagine they are very strong. They're at this point at least as strong as me. So having pretty much my entire spearmen survive, of course I did lose about 9% of their damage. Okay, and they're going to go back to battle right away. And this time I'm actually going with horses front, because I know with 5 horses your infantry is definitely not going to survive. And I'm actually not really going to think about that. I'm just going. I'm just going. For the horde. Okay, I'm really taking damage now on my horses, of course. Oh, yeah, on my spearmen as well. So hopefully we have a lot. We have a lot of infantry left.
Hopefully the spears at the end, otherwise we are buggered.
The calves and bow. Okay. Then we shall do whatever we can. I can't just sacrifice my spearmen. I have to be smart about this. I have a lot of infantry. Well, a lot.
They're full cav, so maybe we might want to put 3 infantry, or even 4 infantry at the front, and then a full spear, or the best spear we have at the back, to chip away. Would that be enough damage?
I think it's better to first sacrifice all my horses front. Because they'll be able to absorb more damage from the cavalry attack.
Well, that's the thing, your infantry aren't really going to do much damage against the cavalry. Would it be best to weaken them a little bit by using your infantry and then use the cavalry at the end? Because the cavalry can tank against less people for longer? Or is it best to try and weaken them first with the cavalry?
I think it's best to weaken them first, because they're gonna shred through my infantry so fast, and then I'll lose all my spearmen right away. When they're full strength, they're going to do more damage on my infantry. And I think if I burn my cavalry first, my infantry will be capable to hold out much longer against the bowman damage and the remaining of the cavalry. That's my idea, at least.
Let's see.
Okay, I'm going to need... My spearmen aren't full anymore, that's the problem. So they're going to lose tons of damage on that. So what I could try... Still have these archers as well, which I don't mind burning.
Just checking, do you have Hall of Faces buff and the extra 20% attack?
I should have Hall of Faces and the rest not. I think I'm going with this for now. Start. Or shall I weaken them a little bit more with all my lower spears? Yeah, they're gonna do nothing. That's just 20k. 1 golden is more total. Okay, I'm just gonna burn them all. Yeah. I have tons of commanders. I am quite confident I can beat it.
Famous last words. At least it's like 3 cav and 2 bow. It's not 5 cav. Although arguably 5 cav might be a little bit better.
Close your eyes and die. Okay, I took out half of his cavalries.
Well, that's very good, because your infantry is going to be a lot better now. And bowmen struggle the most against infantry. Because bowmen have a very high attack, but infantry have the highest defense and health in the game. Meaning they're a better counter to bows than most other things. So you're just throwing away your broken spears here to try and get rid of more of the cav. Yeah. And then hopefully the infantry will be enough to finish it.
Oh, that's not enough. That's not enough at all.
It's the grey commanders that they don't have the damage output needed.
I have nothing else. I don't have enough. I can't possibly beat those cavs with the infantry. I needed all those infantries for the bows. I'm not gonna make it. I guarantee you. Too bad.
Well, nothing to do but go out swinging, eh?
That be to do. No. I did burn my spearmen too eagerly. And the last 3 fights were spearmen, so I could not spread the damage out. The last two were cavalry.
I think it's possible to do it, you're just a bit unlucky there. If the last fight had been spearmen, you would have been fine. Absolutely fine.
True.
Still 9 out of 10 isn't bad. Oh, now you're just showing off, showing your refinement.
No, I just clicked them. That's what I always do. Well, this is max. I noticed something, by the way, because my total defense was the only one who didn't have to be upgraded. And when there's only one left, you only spend 1/4 of the refined rough. And I was afraid... Yeah, it would use all...
Yeah, it's the same. I haven't unlocked a purple gauntlet yet in all the equipment, so I only have 2 slots unlocked. So it only cost me, 20 instead of 10 or 40.
What I also noticed is that I'm desperate to get army size, and I only have 1 army size out of all this garbage. Well, I'm not complaining, but I really want army size. I'm complaining, don't I?
Yes, you are.
Okay. I didn't see any change when I went from customer 8 to 9. I was hopeful, anticipate. Sorry, let me check the chat. Lord Command, you are literally 2 months banned now for those caps.
Oh, you're being mean. You're being mean now.
I shall take this no more. No, he wants to go back, but I think he should earn that. And I think he will never get past Silona, So yes, I did 71 runs on this stupid thing, but I just clicked away. 71, believe me or not. I got 35 badge chests out of it. I even have the clip, but I couldn't. But I did not get this stupid castle, but I think I have a lot of 3 days. And I want the castle so badly. I should have saved it for on stream.
It is one of the best castles. I got...
Yeah. I got 4 of 7 days out of that. It was 1 month. Ooh, I have twin pillars as well. I have 1 permanent twin pillars. King's Glory as well. Not permanent. Then I do not want you. I discard you forever. I also have this one for 7 days, but I have it permanent. So I'm like, yeah. Is this permanent?
It'd be nice if you have a permanent ready, you could recycle those tokens into something else. Even just sell them for a couple 100,000 gold.
That's true.
Or maybe even recycle a 3-day for an extra spin, cycle a 7-day for 3 extra spins, and so on.
Did you guys finish Devout Prayers? Because I finished it the first day.
Oh, are we actually getting onto the topic today?
Yeah. I finished it the first day for some reason, and now I'm actually having 271 of these things left.
Yeah, that's not helping me. I think the most you can get to on the as free-to-play is you can get the top row done, which still gives some okay rewards, although the first 3 were a bit annoying for me. I'll go in reverse order of the gifts. So, on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side, I managed to get 24-hour research. Not bad. Along with 5 Wellwood Hearts, which was nice. Then I got 12 3-hour speed-ups. Yeah. Decent. Another 5 Wellwood Hearts from the first thing you pick, which was a nice touch, actually. Letting you pick some rewards at different stages. But then I got a main materials chest and a shadow black golden die. I mean, the main materials was okay. But then I got 6 million grain. And the one before that I got 6 million grain. And the other one I got 6 million grain.
How? I didn't even get grain. I did go for the friendship chests. That makes sense. 35, come on. That was by far the best one. Hey,
Did anybody... Oh, you went for the friendship chest. I thought most people went for the blue badges.
No.
At least most people on my alliance went for the blue badge chests.
That's not worth it. I'm getting more and more busy with the fan mails and stuff. I like it. How much?
So was it like then to be famous?
It's pretty hot at the moment. So not related.
One thing I did notice, which was pretty cool, is right now Forgotten Games is the #1 in the chronicler for likes and follows. What do they call them in the chronicler?
Yeah.
Like fire tokens?
They have a name? Yeah, I'm the best. I know.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what those flame things, likes, hots.
Well, it is activity in your active reward. Activity level, very active. So I suppose it's your activity level.
Maybe. Well, oh yes, it's exact. Why didn't I? It's exactly the same symbol as your alliance activity level. The thing they added in with the member list, so you can see how active people are. It's exactly the same symbol. I just didn't notice it before. Because I don't notice a lot of things apparently.
Oh, I'm reaching the 600 friends now. Must be popular. If only I had so much Facebook friends, I wouldn't have a bad youth. Just kidding. Okay, I pretty much clicked everything in this cookie clicker.
Yeah, I have to say the devout prayers, as far as events go, it was fairly interesting. I mean, you got to choose a couple of the different gifts you wanted, which was nice. It allowed people to customize the rewards. The rewards themselves were fairly easy to do. Well, the free rope you get for just logging in, normal Werewood, Alliance Help, Expedition, nothing out of the ordinary there. I think it was a pretty solid event. It was a little... Okay, it was very limited by the amount of rope you could get. You definitely needed to spend if you wanted to complete it. But better this than having nothing. At the end of the day, free stuff is still free stuff, and you get the first reward you chose easily enough.
That is true. Oh, hoy.
What do you think of the event itself? I think you got an awful lot of packs the first day.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, I kind of was distracted again. The prayer event. No, the...
Yes, I was talking about the prayer event.
The prayer event. Yes, I got a lot of garbage the first day, actually.
Well, what did you think of it as far as events go on the game?
I thought I
found it okay.
Yeah, I thought it was the replacement of the event they had, where you can get the medals for Jon Snow, etc., which always were the biggest greed grab they ever had. And it was about time for the next one. Yeah, it was about time for the next one of these. So I think they replaced it with a more friendly version. Because
it's for Father's Day, so it's probably a one-off. It'll probably go back to that massive cash grab next time.
True. Well, here is to hoping. I don't think they are those events are that successful. Actually, I doubt that.
No, maybe the first time because it suckered people and they didn't know about the exponential increase. But definitely from now on. What I did hear from a lot of people, the difference, the cost of the secret gift I mean, it wasn't a lot, but a lot of people put an extra $1 or so on to give it to their friends. Just as a little, here you go. Buy yourself 300 troops on me type job. I think that's an awful lot more accessible for most people than a new pack comes out and it's immediately 500 black diamonds.
That is true. Oh, here you are. Sheila, the only good free-to-play commander for Desert. For me.
Oh no, Sansa's good on desert. Sansa's very good for desert.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you have to keep her skinny, you know that.
I don't know, Northern Winters, you want a bit of meat on those bones. You want it thick with maybe 2 Cs? 3 is too much. 3's probably going too much, but 2 Cs, probably the right amount.
Zach, we still don't believe you can read, but I think he just likes the taste of books.
Maybe he does something else with the books. What else could you do with the books?
Build a
Make it
fortress.
better. Build a fort, maybe. It would have worked better than Winterfell in the season 8, but...
Okay, so this is clickable, but still not open. When is this coming? Because it's been a while now. The marriage thing.
Well, I don't know. If you go to the calendar, now welcome back, Jared David. Another David, only this was a surname. If you go to, where is it, the benefits, down at the bottom of the release schedule, we have Oath of Unity, supposed to come out last month.
2 months ago.
Yeah. We have Ultimate Conquest, which we've already had, haven't we?
I don't know that. It's so weird because it says, fuck all these buttons. I keep clicking the wrong one. Come on, mouse, to this one. To me. Yes, finally. It starts with the most insane contradiction. It says Super League and then regular season. So that throws me off so hard. Is it the Super League or is it the regular season?
I mean, is it something after the regular season? Like, do you have to complete the regular season and then you get invited to the Super League?
Yeah, I
is
think
that how it works?
I'm quite sure it's after this. The winners are gonna bash each other's skills in.
The winner takes it all, and all that jazz.
True.
And then we have City DIY, which I have no idea. Do we need to build a city? City do it yourself.
Yeah, I was like, this is some kind of a house thing. It's gonna be
like, are the small cities, the small castles, finally going to be unlocked?
Build your own small city.
I mean, I'm looking forward to it because I love simulation games. But how much is it gonna be? How much money are you gonna have to spend? That's a real question. Is it gonna be free to play?
Yeah, I think so. The new king has decided to grant new lands to the lords and ladies of the realm. You will have full control over this new territory. You can visit and walk around your new territory at any time, and everything will be customizable to let you create your own unique piece of Westeros. So it's definitely going to be...
If everything's customizable, I'm telling you right now, the walls around my city are going to be pink. Like hot pink or salmon pink, I haven't decided. And the tower in the middle, electric green and orange. Like proper Elton John. It's going to be so that people can't actually look at the city or they'll go colourblind, because I think that will work very well in defences. And the final event, the Lost City State coming on. Do you think that might be Essos, or is that, hoping a bit too much?
Yeah. They did tease us with Pentos, eh?
But yeah, Lost City State. Peace will not last forever. The rivalry between the houses continues after the Feast for Crows period. Oh. Vicious conspiracies are brewing in the shadows, and new conflicts are already on the horizon. New battlefields are waiting for players to conquer. Who will become the next champion of the Seven Kingdoms in our brand new events? We got things coming.
Look what I'm getting.
Oh, hello.
I know why I'm getting these, because last AC I've been wasting these away for nothing, trying to hit someone with my rally. But he got empty just in time, and I don't know how much I still have right now. Do I have all 10 again? Where are they? Where are the boogles? Oh, speed ups, of course. Oh, they gave them all back. Because I once bought a pack accidentally. Well, I kind of need something during KVK, and it gave me 20 speed ups for the rallies, and I've been really saving them for a very, very, very important moment because they were worth way too much.
Oh god, that reminds me of me. It's like, here's the super health potion. It will completely regenerate yourself. Save it until you really need it because you can't buy them or craft more. And you go through the entire game, and suddenly, you fall in lava. I'm like, no, there may be a bigger emergency. I'll save it. Or you've got a mini boss fight. No, there may be a bigger emergency. I'll save it. And you get to the final boss at the end of the game. You've got like 36 of them in your backpack.
They were not so rare after all. But you do make the boss because of it.
Well, at that point, if I've got 36 of those super health potions, I'm going to keep 36 of those super health potions. After I defeated the final boss, I'll sell them somewhere and retire.
I have this guy, Gaming Prodigy. He asked also on my videos, what should be a good research power for free-to-play player 4 months in? And I said about 25 million. But I might have been...
No.
Because...
Not free-to-play.
I am 12... Look, I have almost 190 million research power. And I'm 12 months in. It's 14. 16? A little bit more. 4 times.
Yeah. And it's true. Right now, I'm completely free to play. I have 100 million. And I'm, 14 months in as well. 12, 13, 14 months in.
So what did you have at 4 months?
At 4 months, I'd probably say, it's changed an awful lot. Because my first 4 months are not the same as the first 4 months you have now. There were no elite trials. There were no cross-server events. Like, the kingdoms were literally locked behind a bubble. There was no kingdom versus kingdom at all. There was no VIP chest. There was no... Heck, there were no rebels on the map. Like, there was the horses, but there were no rebel camps. There was no dragons. There was no... Alliance gifts weren't as good because people couldn't even kill them. So it is a little bit skewed. At the time, 4 months in, I was looking around about 15 million research. Was good for a free-to-play player. 4 months in, 15 million was good. Now, I'd probably say 20 million. If not a bit more, it depends. If you play every day, you could maybe be able to hit 25, but 20 million tops, I think. You're doing okay if you got 20 million.
Yeah, he has 8 million, and I said 25, so it's gonna be like, okay, 15 to 20, if you could. Just something else. Look at this. I did add a few videos. I haven't seen them here, but now they added a totally different video, totally out of context, new to this video list. Something I posted 2 weeks ago, and I've told them several times, whatever I'm posting is often very time sensitive. It's related to an event or whatever. But they're actually 2 weeks behind in everything. And that's really frustrating because now they'll put one of my videos here, which is totally not... Nobody's going to click it, but because nobody cares at this very point about Weirwood Memories. It's really frustrating me. Because I have a lot of good guides. For example, I've added the guide for Devout Praise. It's not hard, but it's at least a guide for something that ends in 4 hours. And I'm saying to them, it's very time sensitive. It's going to be, in 2 days, the guide's going to be used, the same as the treasure event. If it's not there, you don't post it, because it's not going to attract any players for me. Do I sound frustrated?
No, I understand completely. It's like if they promoted a Minecraft video. Or one of the Minecraft videos on the channel on the Chronicler. It doesn't have anything to do with what's going on now, especially with the event not currently going on. Like, people could see that video, click on it, watch it, and then wonder where the hell the Weirwood Memories event is.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And that's actually bad influence towards my channel. Esmo
Worse.
King, are you
Okay,
free to play?
Yeah. Oh, finally you accepted the alliance gifts.
Sorry. It's going so fast lately. 110 days in, 25 million. Just what I said. This guy been slacking.
Yeah, well, it's
Maybe it depends on your alliance.
25.6 without army. And you got 8.6 million research. It's not bad. I should point out that when I started the game, I might even be a bit more skewed because I immediately got Varus to gold and Soren to gold. Those are the two I got to gold within the first couple of months. I went for research hard because I saw the size of the research tree. Yeah, 15 million is okay.
No, I don't want to enter my city. Fucking hell, I just want to change the skin.
And you do end up like it's almost linear at the start until you break sort of 50 million, 60 million power. It's sort of linear the way your power goes up. And then after you get more than 60 million, you have your push to tier 4. And that's 60 to 100 odd million, you're pushed to tier 4. And then suddenly, after you get past 100 million, 110 million, you start shooting up in large increments. It took me 9 months to get to about 60 million. And then after that, it took me 3 months to get to 120, and now I'm at 180 million. You do shoot up very much.
Yep. It's a gradual lineup. I was gonna murder some of these.
Motivation cap can be increased for Righteous Hunter by a couple of technologies. That's why Reap has that much at the moment. 8,000 that he hasn't used. He's using it now, so he's learning. He is learning.
I didn't have time. I get like 8,000 in 14 hours or something. Kevin, you're my lord for today. Yes, it's an honor. That's true.
The one thing we did find out last stream is that the lord you have does affect the bonuses, or any bonuses you have on equipment. You need to have your lord in the formation.
Is this my best formation? Probably. If it's there, it's gonna be just fan. Needs to be 13 or I'll need... 14. If it's 13, in the first hit, I know that I can do it in 5 hits. If it's somewhere low in 12 or lower, I'm gonna need 6 hits for it.
13.9 looks like you'll be able to get it in 5.
Yeah, better be. Shoot stuff.
Moz is saying, I'm disappointed with the current matchmaking system in alliance battles. Big alliances are offensive players who get kicked, lose one game, and then join the weak league, and they're the strongest there. Well, it's always tricky to balance something like that, Moz. You just have to... I think the main thing is, in Alliance Conquest, you need to aim... Is it 4 victories when you get the bonus?
Yeah. Yeah, 5. You want
5 victories.
Yeah, you just match people with the same score. And it's pretty much always gonna be you win one, you lose one, because that's simply how the matchmaking works. Because you're gonna end up every time you win, you come to a stronger enemy, and if you can't beat that stronger enemy, you're gonna go back to the times you won again. And maybe you could fix that a little bit by maybe giving the wins more points than the loss in a certain way, but then you also have the risk that you end up fighting the same enemy 3 times, because that's also not. So it can't be made more fair. If you win one, you're gonna face a stronger enemy. That's just the problem.
And there are some alliances that will lose a match on purpose in order to end up lower, but then they'll win the subsequent matches. While it's not fair against the person that they fight later on, sometimes it can't be helped. I mean, there was one match, Alliance Conquest, we just didn't register in time. I don't know why. This wasn't in 100 Kings, this was in a different alliances in. Didn't manage to register in time, automatic loss. The next matches were really easy, and that was just a mistake from not registering.
Jeez.
So these things do happen. You just have to, if you end up losing, then just be happy that your next match should be easier. Hopefully.
I got so bad rewards that I'm forced to do another one.
Forced, are you?
Yeah, I'm forced.
And Julia, thank you very much. Julia loves your videos, Reaper.
Thank you, Julia. I love my
Videos on
own.
the channel.
No, just kidding. I love them too. No, no, I really appreciate all the support, especially after all the dislikes I got on my Godwick mobile game videos when I worked so many hours.
I'm fine with the Gotwick mobile videos. I don't have a
Ah.
problem with them.
I want to know what's going wrong.
I think it's just something different. I mean, we are trying to. It's a very similar game, but it's rather different. So we're just branching out slightly. These things will happen, but as long as we're entertaining, that's the main thing. As long as you find it either entertaining or useful, preferably both. But we'll settle for either or.
Well, righteous Baba, I should say. Yesterday I got from one of my gold chests to 24 hours again. So I don't know. I love the blue. I think, especially after all the calculations I did in Alliance chests, I think 5 hits are definitely worth it for level 5s. Especially because most of the time, when I use all my motivation, I'm gonna need like 1,000 or 2,000 extra motivation I buy from Blue Diamonds, and then I hit a level 5. So I can actually, it's kind of being lazy as well. I just can hit one rebel leader with all my motivation, then it's gone again.
I think the main thing is it was worked out that if everybody can hit level 5 properly, so do it in 5 or 6 hits, and then everybody does hit a level 5 in the Alliance, you can basically self-generate enough blue diamonds to keep going at it each day without actually losing anything.
Is that a theory? Is it proving? Yeah, you're gonna need strong numbers.
It's still theory at the moment because there's no real alliance that goes for level 5s every day. Quite a few people still stick on level 4s, which level 4s are fine, but the difference is threefold in between the rewards on 4 and 5, and that's not even counting the rarity.
Yeah.
It does cost you quite a lot, though. It depends slightly as well on the commanders. Like, there's no way a free-to-play player can conceivably do a level 5. It's just too expensive. We're stuck on level 4s.
But if everyone in your alliance, 100 people, could do 2 level 5s, you get enough diamonds for everyone to do another 2 level 5s, and then you get enough diamonds to do another 2 level. So you can infinitely do level 5s for free.
And not to mention that you also gain. Let's look at the hits you actually have from those level 5s. Like, how many diamonds do you actually gain from hitting it 5 times? Let's quickly add those together.
Sorry, somebody said something and said, did you notice the Chronicler icon when chatting? I am Lord Chronicler.
Wait, Chronicler icon?
Yeah, I have an icon. I'm so happy right now.
Oh. Well, look at that. Huzzah!
I want more icons. Do I have someone else? No. No. Okay, sorry. You were saying?
The power went to your head there a bit. Let's quickly look at the hits you did. The level 5 hits. So let's see how many diamonds you got just from hitting it. And that's on top of the chest you'll get.
Okay, the first one is nothing. Nothing. 300. Nothing.
You were seriously unlucky with those rewards.
Absolutely. Just want to shoot.
That's probably the worst reward system I've seen in a while. Okay, if I just look at my level, I recently did a level 4. I got 200, 350,
Yeah, but
400. Okay, I got 500 diamonds from killing one level 4.
I know why. Because yesterday I was super lucky. Right.
Balances it all out, eh?
Look, purple rider saddle, and then 1 hit later or something, or 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits.
Is he fine? Just to answer your question, one of the research tree you need, and probably one of the best research trees in the game for you to help your alliance, is the expedition and pacification tree. That one allows you to not only hit bigger rebel leaders, but also increases your damage, the healing you get, the amount of decreases the amount of motivation you need, and so on. You should always try and keep that one topped out unless you need something else.
That is true. So yesterday I got 1 golden rider saddle, I got 1 purple rider saddle, and I got 1 purple horseshoe nail in 3 level 5s, or 4 maybe. So I was really lucky yesterday, and now I'm really unlucky. So be it. That's life.
What goes around comes around, eh? That's life. That's what all the people say.
Okay, you're singing, I'm getting my coffee refill.
You're getting your coffee on and sing. I was thinking you got me started on Frank Sinatra. It's all your fault. 100%.
I used to play Project Entropia in the winter, and then it was always a Christmas event, and I would come back every year for that specific Christmas event. And I would also always play either 30s or most of all Frank Sinatra, and would just chill all day in my Christmas vacation, and would just grind that event for 8 hours a day, 4 days in a row, or just only old music, and I would just refill for at least 3 months. That's Frank Sinatra.
Well, it is. I do love a bit of old Blue Eyes, especially with some Sammy or Dean Martin. Very nice to put in the background sometimes. Before I forget a question, we had Theon Devil who asked, "What's your favourite commander?" earlier on.
Earlier on, or was it more? Was that not part of the question?
No, just the question. Who's your favourite commander?
My favorite commander. I got to say, yeah, not from the start, but at this moment it's Obin.
Yeah, completely ahistorical, but a very big damage dealer, and I've been growing to like him more. Obviously, my favourite commander is still Tyrion, because that's, well, it's Tyrion, the god of tits and wine.
I think in the most time, Haley was my most favorite commander, not because of her stats, but I would use her in everything, and even in my expedition videos, etc., because she looked so amazingly cool. I mean,
so that's the way you judge them. Is it just coolness level? Like,
yeah.
How cool do they look?
Just like the roughness and the, I don't know. You know, most of the commanders are such like, what you gonna do with it? What you gonna do with those robes, boy? I always liked Vi as well. By the way, she's so wild and she has so much energy. Well, if you look at Kravas, that's such a, well, he has some nice armaments as well, but such a static character, such lifeless. Okay, maybe that's normal because he's a warlock, but I don't know. Even Mango has something that's missing. Like, he's so cool and all, but he misses that spark. That spark. Okay, shit. I don't know. Maybe it was the cloak, the wolf cloak, the bear cloak. Let's close this screen.
Right, we got distracted there just a little bit. Aram Amon Leia saying, "I'm confused again. I can do 4 level 4s a day, but my team asked me to do level 3s instead, so you can get 8 level 3s. Okay, I'm just going to say quite simply, it is much better to do 4 level 4s than it is to do 8 level 3s.
Yes. Did they see my video? It's, I mean, it's obvious.
I think, yeah, get them to watch the video on the channel. What's the title again, Reaper?
A lion's chest, I think.
Oh, yeah, I should have seen that one coming.
And if everyone does 8 chests, a lot of people log in once a day, so half of your alliance is going to miss out half the chests anyway. But that's not going to happen because we're on... Well, I logged. Tell me how I say logged. I keep doing it wrong.
I don't know, are you saying lake in Scottish, or are you trying to say logged?
Logged.
You logged in.
Okay.
It say connected. I connected.
Connected.
Hey, you connected just now. You haven't been in the rest of the day, so you would have lost out if everybody did level 3s.
Yeah. I actually had 450 after Yeah, just 20 hours? Yeah, definitely, because I checked last night before I went to bed. So, 20 hours were already full. And if everyone would do gold chest, I wouldn't miss out on 20 gold chests tonight. Because they were gone in the wind. Disappeared because my present limit was full. Capiche?
Capiche? You're gonna make him run after he can refuse, huh? Capiche? About Chopper, did we show Chopper Hector? I wanted to see Hector in action. Should we see his animation? Just quickly for them?
Do I have Hector?
You must have gone Hector.
Oh, yeah,
it was
I
a free
have.
event.
I have.
Yeah, you haven't...
He's a giant. A giant of a man.
From the Black City of Cahors.
Yeah, I would place him somewhere between Troy and Paris. Oh, wait, that's a... Technically that could work. If Paris would not be in Troy. But he was leading Troy. He looks like Achilles, okay?
He does somewhat, yeah.
He looks a bit out of place for Game of Thrones.
Lord Commander saying show the animation of Simon. We don't have Simon unlocked yet, do we? It's not. It's not available yet.
I think I need a few more. Well, I just bought medals from him, didn't you say? Here, Valor Shop of Alliance Conquest. I have 3 medals now.
Yeah. I was asking. Theon Devil was asking as well. With the Valor points from Alliance Conquest, what should I buy? Well, right now I'm still working on Mengo.
I would,
fairly good cavalry damage.
I would focus on getting Mango Gold first of all, because especially now there's a new commander. You could go for someone that's more expensive, but you have much more use for a golden commander in many things like Expedition Beyond and in your formation, of course, in your war formation and everywhere. Because they will give the best stats than having another grey commander. Because with the cost of Simon, you're never ever gonna get him to gold within a year.
Yeah, definitely. Mengo as well. He's a character that's available to everybody. He's another cavalry commander, and he gives you 30% extra cavalry attack. Attack, of course, is the most important stat. As we worked out in combat, it's attack, then health, then defense. If you have equivalent stats, always go for attack first. There is sort of a soft cap around 400% where you want to bring up your defense and health equal, but start with attack. So you have Mengo is available. Not only does he have high base attack, which makes him useful for attacking horses, for doing the elite trials, for doing alliance trials and all that, he's also very good for leading cavalry formations. And you don't have the equivalent commanders. In free-to-play, the only other cavalry commanders you have are Russell, Robb Stark, Genie, who doesn't really have cavalry focuses, especially, Mengo and Merrill Peak. So those are 5 cavalry commanders. You want to upgrade them as high as you can, because you're going to have all 5 of them if you want to attack with a cavalry army for your best bonuses.
I tried to open an image. Zeno says Hector is Sir Duncan the Tall.
Sir Duncan the Tall did live like 100 years before.
I saw a super cool image and then I lost it again because
Game of Thrones. It's possible, or at least a descendant of Sir Duncan. He definitely looks like a big fella.
Yeah, he looks big. Okay, he has these. This is he's currently wearing Kingsguard armor. So he was
part
Kingsguard.
of King. He shouldn't really have any descendants because he was part of the Kingsguard. But yeah, I suppose it is a bit flimsy when you think the only evidence behind it is that they're both tall. They must be related. Well, if that was the fact, then every Dutch person would be related, wouldn't they?
I'm tall. Yeah, he does. You imagine he'd wear Kingsguard armor though.
Yeah, maybe it was just Dutch.
Maybe Russell stole his armor.
Possibly. I mean, he is in Cahors, and they often fight with mercenaries. Russell is a part of the mercenary band. Maybe Russell snuck into the camp and stole the Kingsguard armor, which is why he got replacements made, but he's forced to live out the rest of his life in Cahors because he can't go back because people in Westeros think he's dead.
They changed Russell in Game of Thrones Mobile, and he looks so amazingly cool. His hair looks a bit weird, but when he walks towards you, you literally feel your screen like shiver. So heavy. He feels so heavy. Well,
Very good presence, I suppose. That's the word you're looking for. Presence.
and you better be recording it when you get him, because I missed it. I'm still crying. Opening garbage. La 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 la. Oh, I have to train stuff. I knew I was forgetting something.
Oh, get training then. But yeah, so in recap, Theon, go for Mango.
Just finish him first, because you also don't know how long he's going to stay there. Since a new commander is
Final follow-up question. Based on what you said, Grey Kevin, rank 8 is worse than Gold Rob, rank 8. Well, it's sort of different. One, Rob is completely free. If you're looking for a pure combat perspective, those 5 commanders are probably better. Because the premium most commanders are like Jon Snow. They're the most Jon Snow, Cersei, Daenerys. Those are the most expensive commanders with the best bonuses, easily. Total defense, attack, and health, each by 25%. However, that's 25% total. The reason why they're so strong is that you can use them in any formation. You don't need to worry, you can immediately rally. Whereas Rob himself, while he doesn't do attack, defense, and health, he does increase cavalry defense and cavalry health by 30% each, which is 5% more. So in a cavalry-only army, Rob is probably just as good, especially when you combine it with, say, Russell, who increases cavalry attack by 30% instead of 25%, and the Mengo, which would be a further 30% instead of 25%. So you're looking at 10% bonus, and so on. So it's just a way to specialize. And then they have different things, like a Grey Kevin, for example, is better for training speed, because Rob doesn't have it. But I'd think that, yeah, Gold Rob is probably better than a Grey Kevin.
I have a question in my chat, in-game. And I thought the last Q&A you explained it already. Sorry for interrupting your stream, but could you please explain why attack stats reach a soft cap at 400%? Thanks, Smiley.
Okay, 400% is a bit weird. It's a bit random as a number. Like, some people say 400, some people say 450. I say 400 because it's easy to explain and calculate. So what I'm talking about as a soft cap is when you increase after this soft cap, it's worth less and less and less and less until it's negligible. If you get 100% bonus in this game, you end up, say on construction speed, you get 100%, it cuts it in half. Cuts your training speed in half. 200% cuts it in 2/3. 300% cuts it to a quarter, or 25%. So 75% total bonus. 400% gives you 4/5, or 80%. So the last 100%, in between 300 and 400, you only gain 5% difference. Whereas the first 100%, so that's just 0 to 100, gives you 50%. Going above 400, so 400 is a percent, gives you a reduction 4/5, so you're looking at 80%. Going up to 500 gives you 5/6. Now, that's barely an increase of 3%, if that, on the total attack, and that's with another 100% bonus on top of that. This also sort of refers to the attacks and defenses as well, because of the way the combat works. It's a bit more complicated than this, but the base way is your attack hits the opponent's defense, and the difference is taken off the health. So, having a really, really high attack, and then neglecting your defense and health, means you can end up losing your troops. Sure, they can do a lot of damage in their rounds, but it doesn't help you if they're all dead. The reason why 400% I say is a soft cap is 400% is sort of the limit on most things you can get if you're talking research construction. So the idea is to aim for 400%, then build up the difference you have later. Also, on battle simulations, the best sort of basic optimization is about 4.5 to 4 to 3.5 in text. That's 450% attack to 400% health to 350% defense. I'm not going to go into technical specifics because one,
You
I'll
already
probably
were.
be kicked out of my alliance. Well, I'll probably be kicked out of my alliance specifically, but trying to go above that would basically mean you neglect something too much. Now, is anybody still with me, or has everybody now got glazed over eyes?
Pretty much. I think you're at the limit of all technology.
Yeah, just okay. Too long didn't read. Go to 400, then work on something else.
That is true. So that's why I let him explain it, because I would fall asleep from explaining it myself halfway. Because I'm more the warrior and he's more the brains. I'm the brawn, eat the brain.
There's just a problem. There's no communication between us two. So all that ends up being is he walks in one direction and I'm yelling from the top, no, stop, and yeah, we still go that way.
You wonder why I farm here, kill all these innocent players. That's not true. That is absolutely not what I'm doing. First of all, I'm looking for gold. Second of all, most of these players already stopped playing, because if you go south of King's Landing, that's the player graveyard. People there stopped playing a long time ago. And they get all teleported south of King's Landing. So every sometime, like every week when it's Alliance Conquest, because I'm gonna collect the lords all the time then, and every 2 weeks when there's no event, I just go there to farm and to fill my Hall of Faces. And you see, almost all these accounts have no troops or barely any troops left, so that's what I'm doing here.
And you can also gain a bit of gold depending on how they got it set up, so it's a win-win-win, unless they've already been hit.
I need gold so badly. Does that make me a bully? No. Shh. Don't ever call me a bully. I'm absolutely a bully. No, I haven't hit lower players for so long. And usually I only look for 70 plus, of course, because the others you can't even execute. And I just scout them to see if they're maybe... I've had so many times, like maybe in once a month, that I stumble upon an account that stopped playing, but absolutely packed out every single one of their packs, leaving like 40 million gold in their castle, ready for grabs. I've had it so many times. So since that moment, since the first time, I've been going there every so now and then. But it's been less because this kingdom is like... Well, players don't start here, of course, anymore.
Well, they're starting over 100 kingdoms away. Is it still 183, or do we have 184 kingdoms now?
Yes, it's gonna be a lot. That's the wrong button. You always have to go to this corner, right? No. Oh, it's starting to lag now.
You're attacking too many players.
No, there's too many kingdoms, of course. Ah, it was almost 183, 184,
187 now, yikes.
Yikes.
Well, thanks for finding that out. Is it 187? I think they need to start combining kingdoms. We went over this a bit earlier, at least the other ones. We got a question from Juliana wondering how we know each other.
We were the greatest sworn enemies on this land.
We were sworn enemies. We hated each other. Well, I hated you a little bit. Not too much.
You blocked me.
Just a little bit. We both started in the same kingdom, Kingdom 2. And without going into rebellion details, because we will talk for ages about it, Iru was the leader of the Smaller Alliance Coalition Rebellion, and I was the diplomat of the big alliance that was in charge for the first few months. Then I left for Kingdom 1, Reaper got a taste of power, and the rest is history.
Everything died. Sorry.
So yeah, Reaper, we've been over this. You can't do the maniacal laugh. People get worried.
That's not the thing demonetizing us.
It's my language. So yeah, we just we met each other over the game. That's it. Kingdom 2. Reaper's still there. He likes it. It's home now.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not going to take much longer. I'm really, really fed up with everything. It's been, well, partly me brought the power to N3O, but N3O is... they're actually falling in activity really fast at this point. And they don't want to move. They're losing players left and right. And they're soon going to lose their strong new players too. So I'm at this point, I'm really frustrated. And me and some other leaders as well. And we'll talk a little bit about it. And because it's spiraling out of control. Because there's too many people who don't want to play the game the way we want to. So yes, there's a lot of frustration now.
Are there any plans? Do you know where you might want to go?
If I'm honest, I think we're gonna split up very soon. And I don't know. Maybe Kingdom 2 or maybe maybe Kingdom 20 or maybe meet up with Northman or maybe go to TNR, something like that. We had many invitations, let's put it like that. But yeah, there's a lot of frustration. They're pretending it's fine, but it's not. And I should have never introduced the ATD guys to. We're gonna have a lot of fun in Alliance Conquests, but it's gonna be temporary. I probably shouldn't have said all that, but there's a lot.
You said it on screen. It's stream. It's over now. It's in the internet.
No, delete. Bye. No, but oh, hello. I'm talking to several people, and it's, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna take much longer. And I wanna do something, to be honest. Especially since City Champion Siege, I just got a taste of war, and everything just went red, and it hasn't been going back to white ever since. Yes, I'm gonna attack you too.
You basically what you're doing is you're ensuring nobody gets left out. You're spreading your attention evenly, ensuring nobody feels left out. Everybody feels wanted. Everybody helps the great Iru.
I have already 11.4 million gold. See? It's just so much faster than farming. I mean, technically it's farming.
Charity.
Yeah, charity. All goes to me. I need to make a lot of troops, not because I want a big army. I want to kill my entire fucking troops for...
who's swearing now?
Yeah, true. I want to kill all my troops the next City Champion Siege. And then I'll go play Zero Castle. And then I have a golden medal badge as well. Golden Spearman badge. Probably. So that's the plan.
Now, we got a question from Captain Jim saying, if you could add one commander to the game from the series, who would it be? And Rebel said, I wanted them to add Strong Beluas, the pit fighter from Pentos. Interesting choice. Not one I thought of immediately. But Reaper, if you could add any one commander from the show, who would it be?
Oh, definitely Ramsay Bolton.
Well, we sort of already have that from Sauron, but
No.
I suppose you want the actual historical one.
Yes. It's Soren is a pussy. maybe his father, Roos, as a ruthless commander.
Raminen does have a point. What about Stannis?
We have Stannis.
We don't have Stannis.
He was leading one true king.
He was, yeah. Back in Kingdom 2, there were an awful lot of roleplay going on, especially at the start. We had an alliance called the Wall, led by Donald Trump. We had an alliance called Crows, led by Hannibal. We had an alliance called the One True King, led by Stannis. He ended up getting the nickname Spamis because of the amount of spam he did on Alliance chat, saying that people should bend the knee, and basically straight from the show. It was hilarious. I just left. That was a good one. It lasted.
What is this? Your username.
Captain Jim.
Aha! Somebody uses a name they have no right to.
Cal Igor. Captain Jim was going to add Oberon. God, I can't say that one. Oberon Martell. It's not Oberon. Oberon is from Midsummer Night's Dream.
Oberyn.
Name. Oberyn. There we go. Yes. Let's remove a couple syllables. Oberyn Martell. Another interesting choice. I think that's sort of Julian, isn't it? Or Arslan?
Arslan.
Those are the heroes that... As far as commanders go, while we already are quite well represented in terms of Lannisters with Jaime, Tyrion, and Cersei, I would have liked to see Tywin Lannister as a commander.
Oh, definitely.
Something for more strategy. So, I think Tywin Lannister, his abilities wouldn't be to buff troops individually, but like make better troops, or have maybe a bigger army size or a quicker march speed or something. Something a bit different, but more to do with tactics and strategy than just pointy sticks. Pointier.
Somebody wants to die here. Lord, kill me. You better have something for me if you want this honor to be executed by me.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, Season 8 of Game of Thrones did not happen, so Bran is pretty much stuck north of the Wall, so he wouldn't be a very good commander. And Double Dragon says, I miss Euron Greyjoy as commander. That would be good if they would add fleets, although I don't know how they would do that. Maybe something to do with Essos? You could have a fleet commander. You could choose between Euron, Victorian... Who was the other? There's no other really fleet commanders, were there? Maybe Lord Manderley? They add a Manderley in there somewhere? Someone from the Red Wines, someone from Hightower, or people from Shield Islands. Not really the fleet commanders. We could have Salador Sam. Sorry, I'm just babbling away here. Just talking.
Yes, and your mic was just a little bit failing, so... No, just a bit robotic. We heard you loud and clear though.
And Aram is saying Khal Drogo, which I hope is Khal Drogo. Khal Drogo sounds like someone you find in Swindon.
How about something like with the females? They could have done so much better. For example, Miss Sunday. There's nothing that even remotely represents her, while she has such a massive impact in the series.
Very much so. Translation. She's sort of a moral compass for the people for Daenerys Targaryen during most of the season. Not sure how the thing with the unit worked, but she was a very key character, pivotal moment, especially... Well, I say Season 8 doesn't exist. Her death was a defining moment in Season 8.
Yeah. And also the other... the guy who got this stone disease.
Jorah Mormont.
Yeah.
Well, we do have Leela Mormont. There we go. That was easy to say. I don't know how I fucked that up that badly. Well, we do have Leela Mormont. It would be nice to have more sort of house leaders. Hotek Singh is saying, I'd love to see Sir Barristan Selmy. That's another one. Barristan Selmy.
Yeah, I think
one of the finest swords.
I think they wasted Russell on actual King Art. They could have just given him any rebel army to be a rebel, and actually made a nice King Art character. That's just my opinion. Or maybe throw in another one with the King Art armor afterwards.
The Blackfish, Braden Tully, could be another good one. Another famous knight and commander during the War of the Five Kings. There's an awful lot to choose from. So I suppose if we had to choose one, going back to the original question, I would probably go for Tywin. Who would you go for, Reaper?
Yeah, I at this point I want to actually go for... How about Ned Stark?
Ooh. Yeah, but as long as he's not voiced or looks like Sean Bean. because otherwise he'll be dead every attack.
No, I think not Ramsey, but actually Roose Bolton I would go for. The more.
Ooh, the calculating psychopath instead of just the mad.
I think he and Tywin actually would. They're pretty same level on cunningness and ruthlessness. So I think they would be great friends.
The only difference is, either great friends, they pat each other on the back while looking for the best place to stab the dagger. I think the only difference really is that Tywin, of course, Lord Paramount of the Westerlands, the richest and one of the most populous regions, whereas Roose was only a sworn house of the north.
Sworn House of the North. How much lords do I have in my... Only 9? I'm still really I want to be able to release lords from this screen. I've been even giving suggestions about it. Because when you're in combat, for example, War of the Kingdom, you don't have much time to enter your city while people are chasing you and can actually track you by their lord. You just want to release that lord and jump twice.
It's a lot harder going all the way to your dungeons, choose the specific one, release only that one instead of releasing everyone.
It's just 6 seconds, 10 seconds maybe.
Or maybe there was a if you could have a box saying "Take no prisoners," and what that happens instead of capturing the lord, you kill the enemy's lord for a minute or so. Automatically, you kill their lord for a minute, but you won't actually capture them. You don't get any execution bonus, but it's take no prisoners.
It's a bit risky because if you, I've captured a lot of very strong player lords who attacked me. That is, if you have your box checked, you're actually gonna have so much regrets. Oh, hello.
If you have their lord, by the time it gets to your castle again, that's basically a minute anyway. You don't have. Oh, hang on, Captain Jim just had a good point. What about Bronn as a commander? It wasn't the displaced Tywin for me, but what stats do you think Bronn would have?
He would be an assassin like Arya, probably. Oh wait, I think I'm scouting my own hive by now. Bronn would be an amazing character, true, that's true. And the Red Kraken, Dalton Greyjoy, that's the... I can't recall it. That's the one who killed his brother to take the throne. No, that's not true. That's Euron. Who is the Red Kraken?
It was Lord of the Islands, well, young son, heir to Pike, sort of before the Game of Thrones Song of Ice and Fire. The times of the Durazum. So I quickly pulled him up. Apparently, he had 22.
So Jesus, cat. Okay, your internet's failing a little bit, Fringlish. Yeah, again. That was no Mao. That was no Mao. That was like a dead growl of evilness. That's something like that. She does that sometimes. She's gonna bolt around the house like mad, and she's just really growling really deep. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? Hey.
Okay. Am I back now?
Yeah, you're back again.
Okay, here's hoping. Dalton Greyjoy was...
Sorry.
Yeah, Dalton Greyjoy was someone from Dolphins. So earlier on, a Blood Raven type as well.
Le Blood Raven.
A lot of commanders you can go for depending on the period, even if you just stay. The point is they're missing out a lot. They've got a lot of room. And Thoros of Myr, another good one with the flaming swords, and Samuel Tarly to speed up research. Maybe just Ealing as well. Like Samuel Tali, 20% at gold, 20% research, 20% healing, 20%. I
I
don't
thought
know,
you
gold
said
generation.
eating. I thought you said eating. I was like, what?
Is
that a fat joke?
All your all your other commanders get 5% extra from sweets in the tavern. I don't know.
Horrible.
Thoris of Mir will bring back an amount of dead. Oh, that could be interesting. Like at gold, you could bring back 5% of the. No, that would be way too strong. Like maybe 2% of the dead troops at gold. No, don't give them ideas, because that would definitely be a paying hero. But then you also have to decide if you put him in, you sacrifice combat potential, and so on, because you know he'll be a bow hero, because that makes sense, because he uses a sword. Same with that Jaime Lannister is a spear hero, despite never using a spear.
Jaime.
Captain Jim again with another question. Would you like to see a map of Essos? Or would you like to see Essos?
I think
first, but we think about Essos.
Yeah, I think they failed on the release of things that already existed that we expect, like Essos cities, like small cities. They just keep pumping in new stuff. Well, there's a lot of stuff that actually stays unfinished, in my opinion. And we've been able to click on Essos from the very start. So I'm like, I want Essos. I want the cities in Essos, just a few, 1 tier, Pentos and the other ones. So we can actually just have some more cities to fight for example, during Castle Siege. It can't be hard for them to. They can make these massive new events like Army of the Dead, and they can't really make 2 or 3 more new castles and put them on the map. I can't understand that, especially since, for example, City Championship Siege as well has so much new castles. They can easily design a few more for the normal map.
They could even make it sort of two different maps just on the same server. So you need a boat relocation or something.
Yeah, for example.
But doing that, say you could have Westeros where you get the higher level mints and you can attack King's Landing and so on, and a boat relocation. It's not overly so, but that'd be where smaller players go, sort of max mine or tops, a bit safer.
Hey, I'm gonna restart this voice chat in Discord because I think there's some problems with the voice chat. I hear you, but there's often a robotic crack in your voice. It's kind of. Wait, I'm gonna disconnect you. I disconnected him. Okay, rejoin me, Fringlish. Oh, wait, you can't hear me. Yes, that's what I wanted. That we get a new channel on Discord. It works with channels and stuff like that, and they have to. I think it's a connection of Discord.
Possibly. I'm not ruling out the internet.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe this works.
I think one final question from Izzy Fine, and we will be finished. Have you ever met each other in real life? Reaper doesn't even know what I look like. We've never met in real life.
Should we? No. I like this platonic relationship we're having right now. It might go all wrong when we meet each other and actually become friends. Now we can have a very cold business relationship without any form of emotional attachment, which is too much.
Robot programming, yeah. Well, first of all, I have to design a body, then I have to get it built somewhere, then I have to upload my program. It's just too much hassle at the moment.
Yeah, he's still on the AI without a body.
You know that AIs are hunted down and not allowed. I am a VI. Remember, AIs are not allowed. They do not exist. AIs do not exist. You think they bought it, or am I in trouble?
They're coming for you.
Pharrell again, boost training speed and maybe increase number of troops being trained at once. That's another possibility. Oh, there's so many things I could add to this game. I'm looking forward to the events, the customizable cities, or the buildable cities, the Lost City Discovery. I mean, they all look very good. I'm just hoping we get more elements on the map.
Yeah.
Like just Nessos, or the small castles. Why are the small castles still locked?
I have complained in earlier Q&A how disconnected I feel to actually the kingdom itself. There's nothing happening. There's nothing to do in between. I know there's this Oath of Unity coming, of course. But Kingdom 2 used to be so... And I imagine every kingdom used to be so... You had contact with every leader of every alliance and everything was... And it's so dead now. You know, I don't mind attacking hives where I would 8 months ago it would be my friends where I talked with, and I haven't talked to you in a half a year. I have no problem zeroing your troops because I have no emotional connection to you anymore. So yeah, I think that's. Yeah, and the other thing about that is I know this kingdom is considered dead. But I can keep jumping and jumping and jumping to higher kingdoms, but you never get that same feeling back as when you started. Never had that same energy.
I think what they may need to do is have something on the map, something that you need to actually work towards as a kingdom to solve. So you have to work with another alliance to work it out. A castle on the map that a bandit stronghold that causes, once it's destroyed by players on the map, you gain a 5% gathering speed bonus or something like that. Not a lot, but different, and maybe it resets every month. But as different alliances, you need to work together in order to fight it. But you need somehow see the biggest alliances just do it with 5 players. It needs to be something to... But how can you balance that out with not forcing players to work together if they're at war?
Well, you had the harbor. Why don't they expand on this one? Those were kingdom achievements. 110 players on server upgrade the castle to level 17.
But now that's done in the first week. I don't know a single server that hasn't finished that. It's true, the harbour, when it came out, we had some interesting achievements, but nothing else has gone on.
I thought we didn't make some. Yeah, they could do something with it, because it's just sitting there. And I know when you're new and you jump to a kingdom, you can claim them all. That's the only function of it right now. But, yeah, I don't know. Okay, I did eliminate 50,000 enemy troops. Thank you. Falamoculus. You dead bitches.
Right, do we have anything else to cover today? We've been streaming for 92 minutes. Not bad. Hour and a half.
Usually we do 90 minutes on Friday. No, that's it for now. Of course, we have tomorrow. I'll do another Alliance Conquest stream. And the last one has been really interesting. We absolutely smashed Ash to Ashes. Which I'm still proud of, the title. Thank you. And it's going to be BCL soon enough. And then that's actually where we're going to test our real strength. Right now. So there's more live streams than usual.
Saying that, we also have War of the Kingdoms coming. Is it on Sunday?
Oh, that's already on Sunday? That's so soon. Oh, then, well, you'll...
Sunday to Monday.
Yeah. I'll be live every day. Well.
Eventually we'll get Kingdom 2 against Kingdom 34.
It should, isn't it? Yeah, we got stronger a little bit now with the new things. Maybe maybe your kingdom was always too strong for us.
I thought it was sort of the other way around. The way the rankings work. How many billion points is N3 out at? Just the biggest alliances, because it's based on the alliances which have home on the server.
We have
Oh, yeah,
55, 10, 10, 5, 5, 5.
32, 28, 15, 13, 12, 11, 6, 5, 5. We're about the same.
Yeah, we're about the same.
It is. We're a little bit stronger, but we are about the same. Who knows? Maybe this War of the Kingdoms, we might end up against each other. In which case, we'll definitely have to pop on at the same time for a stream. If not, Reaper does some wonderful content. If you like seeing people die, and also see him making some mistakes.
Never.
Never. Apart from the video recordings and proof.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. And 50k, Alex, it's so much more fun when you kill a player.
Well, thank you for everybody for watching. Big thank you as well to those people who liked and who will continue watching in the future. Reaper looks forward to seeing you tomorrow, is it, for the Alliance Conquest?
That's true. And indeed, not only who people who liked us, but also people like Captain Jim, who are actually completely ecstatic that we're there. Much appreciated.
Finally, a big thank you for those who help us actually make these videos, because of course it's a bit of work for us. So Zeno, thank you very much for showing up again. It's wonderful to have you all, and I think that's it. We're good. We're done.
Yeah, that's it for today. See you later. Bye bye.